We are live once again, coming to you from the CRL network. We are bringing you this week in racing once again from Chicagoland to start it off in the Cup Series for a 50% race. In the booth tonight, as always, here is Three Flashes, and with me is Storm tonight. Right now, we might have some more guys come in here, possibly um, Cole here, and we might also have B Train. We're not sure yet, but right now it's us two holding it down. What do you think of the race so far, Storm? You think it's going to be a good one?
I think it is. Chicagoland is a very unique track. It's about a mile and a half long, and the one thing it makes it unique is these drivers have to tackle a backstretch just like no other. It has a big old curve on the back side of that on the backstretch. That invite real quick. Yeah, it's got that backstretch, and I think it's going to play a key role because you can't hold a straight line down the backstretch. You're going to be turning throughout the entire back. So. And it's Windy City, so uh, big corners,
Yeah.
a
Oh
big
yeah.
chance to do a dive bomb. We've seen a lot of dive bombs take place at this track, a lot of slide jobs take place, so it's going to be a thriller.
We're already seeing a couple now as Heathen leads this thing. We are green. Apologies for missing the exact start. We are only on the first lap though. Had an internet issue as I tried to start this up, but we are on here now, folks, and it looks like Heathen just driven away to about a half-second lead over Cowboy, and then Super Shifters in third. We got almost two identical cars tonight, the 5 and the 51.
Interesting.
That is, the 51 is out of mind. He has changed his name. He is now part of the CCDN clan, CCDN Loading. So,
Now, what is a CCDN?
that is the clan that Heathen and all of them are part of. It's a
Interesting.
gaming community. They have a few different games that they all play. It's probably about
Ah,
15 to 20 members at the moment.
I've always wondered that.
Yeah, it's basically an esports clan or community, whatever you want to refer to it as. But now I'm trying to figure out what we call out of mind here with the name change. I guess we can call him
Loading.
Loading. Yeah, we'll call him Loading. That's his new name. All right.
I'm telling you, Cowboy and Super Shifter right there is a good battle for second and third as that's starting to heat up right here. Super Shifter's going to go the inside of Cowboy going in turn 3.
Ooh, a nice throwback for the 12 as well tonight. That Earnhardt Senior Wrangler paint scheme. That looks nice. We go back up front. Even with a good start to this race so far.
Yeah, actually, it really is a nice car. But see, I will say this: it's really awesome to see CRL Party, the league president, back in that good old Napa Auto Parts Camaro. After him being in, seems like a different paint scheme every single week so far, it is good to see him back in that good old Napa car. And my man, the one, the only, the legend, Master Mike. Gotta love him. Subbing, I forget who he's subbing for, but driving that good old number 3 car, Bass Pro Shops. Not doing enough bad. Also looks like a top 10 so far, so hopefully that streak keeps alive. I'm hoping that I don't jinx him, and because the last couple times that he's raced, he has had lag issues and lags out within the first 5 laps. So let's hope the internet holds strong for him tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. I just want to update. Train will not be in the booth tonight. He actually forgot he had a prior engagement to go to. But we are still waiting to see if we get Cole in here. But right now, it continues to be Heathen out front by now it is looks like about a second with 30 laps in this first stage to go.
And how long is this first stage? I actually don't have any Twitches pulled up at the moment. I'm working on it.
The first stage is 39 laps, so we're almost 10 in, and the second stage should be about the same length, probably around 37 laps or so. So not that long of a race tonight. I believe it's 134 laps. They're getting spread out pretty well here. No really early incidents that I see. Everybody looking like they're not mishandling at all. Look like they're pretty stable.
No, this track has a lot of wide open room, a lot of chances to make some good passes. So if you have issues at this track, to me, you've got a problem because you've got a lot of open room at this track. Unlike some of these other mile and a half, are a lot tighter, more compressed in. Whereas a lot of people actually sometimes misjudge how big this track truly is because they're thinking, oh, this is more than a mile and a half because of the amount of room there is. And this is actually a bigger mile and a half track than what the other ones are on the NASCAR circuit.
Yeah, absolutely. And I would compare it a little bit to Las Vegas, but then I got out here and I actually forgot how wide this place is. I was running the connection test and I was like, wow, you really do have so much room to change your lanes up in these corners. They're, like you said, wide and sweeping, and there's 3 or 4 grooves that you can run. And we see it here as they go through the corner. They're almost 3 wide in the mid-pack.
So, unfortunately, one of the cool things, and I'm upsetting things, is that the last time y'all visited the CRL visited the Chicagoland Speedway, the winner was Hasbass, who actually missed out on the race tonight. So he is unable to be at the race tonight, but he was your most recent winner at the non-playoff race. So we're going to be seeing a new winner in Victory Lane since last time y'all visited this track. It seems like that the Cup Series winners last week at Bristol. Of course, Party continues to dominate the high bank short tracks, winning the last 5 races in any series. So will that carry over into the mile and a half, you think?
I think it will. I think he's gonna have some great speed tonight, and there's a lot of heavy hitters though out in this one, and we see it here. Our top 3 have all won a race this season. Let me go through it here. And 4th place is Jay Grant. He is our defending Cup champion, and then we got Zach, who also he's had a difficult season, but he showed some speed last year, and he's looking for a good run tonight, so he's in 5th right now. So a lot of guys to fight through for Party right now in that 9 car. He's mired in some traffic.
One thing I do find unique about that backstretch, along with the big old sweeping curve, is the 5-degree banking going down that backstretch. It's not flat, but it looks a lot more banked than what it really is. And like I said, you have so many passing opportunities in the corners, but as far as the backstretch, though, you have a lot more passing, I think, because you can turn down low if you're coming off that corner and people make an overcorrection on turning, and they end up turning too far in, going to the back to the bottom of the track, coming off the turn 2. Then you have ample time to regroup because you're still going to be turning as you're going down the backstretch. So it's not like you're entering onto a straight piece of track.
Yeah, that's right. It's a very, very unique way how the whole track itself is laid out. It does pretty much feel like you're always turning. I think about the straightest point is right there coming to start-finish line. You dip it down to the apron and run it straight as you can, and then you're back turning it, sweeping into these corners. Yes,
agreed. It's that pretty much it's going to be just like at the smaller mile and a halves where at those 2 kinks on the front stretch at like places like Vegas, Atlanta, Texas. You have that little kink on the front stretch right before you get to the start and finish line, and right after it. Those are a little bit more curved, whereas here at Chicagoland, because of how bigger it is, you have a straightaway pretty much right after the start and finish line, right into turn 1, and then it's a little bit more curved as you're coming out of turn 4 towards the start and finish line, but still, like I said, a little bit of a straight shot right there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're also seeing this 5 car's lead being eaten away right now, as the 14 and the 48 are both closing in on him. They all have driven away though from the rest of this pack. LA Fatality has moved up into 4th, Chevy 5th.
Well, I know they were battling for a second, back there for second and third, but once Super Shifter was able to get past Cowboy, that allowed that draft to take place, and now they can have the open space and get their own lines going, reestablish themselves, and then chase down the leader.
Yeah, absolutely. We see a lot of different paint schemes out here tonight. I was just looking at that 18 of Asphalt Gator. He's having a good run to start off, using that Skittles card tonight, multicolor. Oh, what's going on? Is the 51 having an issue? Let's check on him.
Pretty sure he was trying to come in the pits and locked up the brakes.
All right, so yeah, had some issues there. The 5 car, I was about to say he was lagged out, but he's on his pit cycle, so he has pitted. And they joked about it tonight, the 5 and 51 Heathen and Loading, that we wouldn't be able to tell their cars apart. Can you tell it from your angle? I feel like,
dude,
I have to look at the number, but
so not even gonna lie. Whenever I was actually on Loading, whenever he was locking up the tires coming on the pit road, and whenever you said something about Heathen, right at the same point that I'm looking at Loading on my screen, I swear to God that I thought that was Heathen locking up the brakes, and I just saw that car in the grass. I'm like, wait, is our leader in the grass?
Right.
Like, I had no idea what the difference was, and then once I actually looked down at the screen, and I saw the name, like, oh, okay, never mind, we're good. So yeah, it's gonna be hard to tell. It's only the slightly change of a 1 added to the number. That's all there is different.
Yeah, absolutely. They're team cars tonight. They practiced together. Heathen was trying to help him get better, and this is one of Loading's favorite tracks, having a good run in the car so far. A little bit of a pit road issue, but he has plenty of time to recover from that.
Well, and also you realize, you were talking about them being team members tonight, and teammates, you realize how everybody else hasn't come down pit road yet, and Heathen made his stop, and right after him, Loading came in for his stop. So they're on the same strategy.
I actually think it was more of a last-minute decision for the 51, hearing that Heathen was going to go down pit road. That might be why the 51 of Loading locked her up there, trying to get there last second.
That probably was. And as you saw, I mean, it's going to be really hard to get down on the pit road if you're not careful, and you end up making a last-second decision, because pit road entry here can be tricky if you aren't careful, because it is pretty slick down there.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Well, we see it now. We're about on lap 25 of 39, and the current leader is Super Shifter. He is yet to pit. Get the camera on him here, and looks like he's got a pretty decent gap to anyone behind him, but the question is staying out all these extra laps, is that going to be the right call? Because right now, the 5 is making up time on him, but the 14 will have that late run speed near the end of the stage. I don't know if he'll have enough time to make it work.
And that's going to be the issue right there. That can end up being a good thing if you have enough laps and if you time your pit stop perfectly. If you have no issues getting on and you have no issues getting off, and you have a really perfect pit stop, then you'll be fine, and you can possibly still have a chance at chasing down leaders. And it's all about the timing, though, because these tires are going to fade over the longer run. But like you said, making a later pit stop, you're going to have those fresher tires, and if you time it right, you'll have enough time to chase down the leaders.
Yeah, it's going to be, I mean, that's going to be the strategy of the night. You know, if this works for the 5 car and he keeps his lead or even maybe extends it in this first stage, everybody's probably going to go to that strategy. Now, if the opposite is true and the 14 is able to somehow beat the 5 in this stage, people might look at that and say maybe we need to run as long as possible, that these tires will let us.
Well, and see, and also a fact for tonight is that the fuel run is going to be about 31 laps. But here's the catch. Tonight, your tire wear is going to is going to end up wearing out just as quick as your fuel does. So you're not going to have a different stop cycle and not have to worry about tires going out before you run out of gas or gas running out before you get tires. No, they're going to be on the same strategy pretty much. So it's all going to depend on how hard you push that car. If you have enough laps of fuel to make it to the end of the stage, then how do you conserve that tire wear? Because if you've conserved it just enough, then you're going to have enough tire wear as long as you have enough laps of fuel.
Right. I mean, and that's something these guys are gonna have to figure out here. I mean, I'm sure some of these guys might have already tested it in practice, and that might be what we're seeing here. It's gonna depend on what's the right call. We see the 14's coming out, and the 5 is quite a bit ahead of him, as well as a couple other guys. As we're still cycling around here. Chevy was the leader for a moment, but he's been down pit road as well. And now we see Party on pit road.
I don't know what it is about that 18 car. I'm not a fan of the driver in real life. I can't stand him. I'm glad we have Gator behind the wheel of that 18 car instead of old Kyle Busch. But man, something about that 18 Skittles dips. That scheme is fire.
Yes, it is.
I don't know what it is.
That is a great looking car.
That red and white, and then you add in that little rainbow dip. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh, that was good. I thought he was going to hit the wall while we were talking about him, but he avoids it.
And that's
gets up a little bit high there, but he saves it.
That's one thing you really got to watch. I know I keep harping on it. I'm not trying to, but man, it's all about that backstretch. That curve, that sweeping curve. Like you said, you saw him almost into the wall. How far out do you treat the backstretch like another turn? Because you can make it a really good lap. It's all about that lap time. As you come off of turn 2, you can sweep the entire backstretch and make it a natural curve where you're not even going straight. Some drivers, you can come off that corner of turn 2 and you can keep the wheel straight and then turn it again, keep it straight, turn it again, and kind of make it like a backstretch. Or you'll be smart and just conserve that tire wear and make it a huge sweeping curve into turn 3.
Yeah, and I really think that's what Cowboy just did there. He just passed Heathen for the lead we're seeing, and he was able to get that run, get right by him. Now Heathen trying to get in his draft here, and it was almost like a slide job maneuver there. And LA Fatality currently runs third, but I tell you, Super Shifter's already made up over a second since the pit road. We have 7 to go this time. He cut it from almost 6 seconds now down to 4 seconds, just like that. But does he have time to catch these guys? He's obviously way faster with these fresh tires. We have, and actually we just crossed 6 to go. Well, coming across the line now is 6 to go. Yeah.
So here comes the question though, as these last 6 laps dwindle down. Everybody's made their pit stop cycles, and Cowboy was able to conserve, because he already made his stop, correct?
Yes.
Alright, that's what I thought. So yeah, these guys are on just as fresh tires as everybody else is, but we all know that Heathen is going to be the faster one when it comes down to these last few laps. So how does Cowboy protect? Does he let him take the stage win because it's early, if he gets up to him? Or do you actually put up that battle and take a risk and get those stage points?
Right, and how fast that 14 is coming on these guys, he might have a shot at it. He's now 3 seconds back.
Well, he's going to make up a lot of ground because he's still got to get by LA Fatality before he can even worry about.
Yeah. And we're coming to 4 to go when Cowboy crosses the line here.
Yeah.
He's driving away from Heathen.
You can make up a lot of ground. You are correct. Like Super Shifter's doing. You can make it, but for him on this stage, it just isn't enough.
Yeah, I think he would actually need probably 5 more laps to make this work and get to the lead. And he's going to run out of the laps as we're now coming to 3 to go.
Yeah, and Cowboy has actually pulled on Heathen there.
Yeah.
I don't know if Gator lagged out or it seems to be that way. Possibly. He was just on track.
Oh no, the 18, he's still having lag problems. It's probably that new console. We were talking about it
He got that
recently
Series
here.
X.
Yeah, and ever since he's been having problems with that. He never lagged out before. Now he is. I hate that for him.
That
He'll have to
really does
get that figured
screw
out.
with you as you're trying to compete for points in a championship. But the good thing is, it's an early season. There's still plenty of season left for him to make up the points.
Absolutely. We are coming to the white flag this time by for Cowboy. He's got it over Heathen. Super Shifter was able to get by LA Fatality and move into third, so he does pick up one spot out of this.
So the thing is here is that we do know that Super Shifter has the speed in the longer runs, and he seems to be the fastest car on track. So looking ahead, how could that play out when it comes to that final stage? Because obviously we know if he just had 5 more laps, he could have got to him. As Cowboy's going to cross the line here and be your stage 1 winner here at Chicagoland.
Here we go, yep. Coming to the line right now. With no issues, Cowboy gets it. Heathen's going to finish second. Good stage for Cowboy. As I said, he's
way to go.
second,
way to
third.
go on Super Shifter.
Yeah, definitely. He caught it up, got third. LA Fatality fourth. And CCDN Loading is going to finish in the top 5 in the stage, in 5th. Oh, I'm hearing we might have somebody joining the booth here. Looks like Cole is going to be in the booth. Cole MF Trickle. Let's get him in here.
Oh, Clinton Boyer. He sounds just like him from day one I've known him. That dude can make a perfect Clinton Boyer impression.
Yes, he can.
So get these guys to get their pit stops in. We're going to get ready for stage 2 racing, boys, in the Windy City. Cowboy Nation is going to lead in the green with Heathen in second. Pretty much the top 5 is the exact same except for, like, Loading lost a spot in the pit stops and actually did not get a good start at all. He may have missed a shift, it seems like, because he is now dropped to the very back of the pack. So, unfortunate luck for Loading.
Yep, as we just... Perfect timing here, Cole. We just started our second stage here. Include your audio when you get the chance and see some action.
So Chase was the in that number 88 car. He was the one that actually picked up a spot on pit road, and he started to make a little interest for himself, battling fatality for that third spot. If I can get numbers correct or not.
Look at this, Super Shifter looking under the 48.
This is good. Got those fresh tires.
For the lead.
Those fresh tires are going to help everybody out right now. LA Fatality is all over the back end of that 14 car. And he was smart right there in turns 1 and 2. He backed off, let him have a little space, didn't force the issue into the corner. And that helped. Sorry. Good lord, I think not. Oh, it's one of those nights.
That's alright.
It allowed Super Shifter in the 14 to take the lead.
Yeah, great run for him so far. Looking quick now in the second stage. Cowboy trying to go back under him here. And let me know if you're able to hear Mr. Cole Trickle out here. I'm making sure we aren't having an audio issue on his end. Unless he is not here yet. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I haven't heard him yet.
Alright. Oh,
Yeah.
I thought we were gonna have some heavy contact. Looks like we're three
3
wide
wide
for the lead. Oh, Cowboy gets a little bump from the 1
And
and
here
drifts
comes
up into
Heathen.
14. Now 3 wide for second now, and almost 4 wide for the lead.
Man, what a move by Heathen. Taking it 3 wide, and then that allowed the 48 car to drop back a few positions and able to make Heathen get ahead of him for the 3rd position.
All right.
There we go. Now we're in here. Dang it.
What's up? There's Cole.
All right. There we
Going
go,
on,
Cole.
boys?
What's up,
What's up,
man?
Mr. Boyer?
All right.
Well, just coming off another top 5 finish this week, boys. Hell yeah.
Awesome job. Hell yeah.
I had a shot at the win on the last lap. Everybody ran out of gas, but somebody wrecked me coming out of turn 2.
Oh,
They knew I was coming too. I think they were running out of gas, so screw it. But you know what?
oh man.
Back-to-back top
Talking
fives.
about for the lead. Yeah, and talking about for the lead. Look at this battle we're seeing here, too.
Ooh, look at Cowboy. He's getting after it.
Man, Fatality will try to make that outside work for a second there.
He's still trying.
Cowboy
He's still
already-
out there.
Yeah, just to update you, Cole, Cowboy captured the first stage a little bit over Heathen by about a second or so.
Okay.
Second, and third place belonged to Super Shifter in that 14, and that he was on the fresh tires at the end, but didn't have time to catch him. So interesting strategy for all these guys.
Ah.
See if they try that again. Oh,
Ooh.
Chevy is into the wall.
Yeah, we were watching.
But pretty clean race so far. No cautions. Well, as I say that, we'll probably get about 15 in this stage.
Well, I wish I could have said that about mine. We had a lot of cautions. We were at Dover. 24,
Oh.
24
Oh, yeah,
trucks
no.
at Dover, 100%. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My arms are tired.
I bet so.
Hey, now you get to relax and just
Luckily,
commentate.
it's
I
still
know it.
attached.
Happy about that.
Looks like Cowboy's going to find his place in line and they're going to try to just get single file after that tire wear is now going to start coming into play after seeing those tire that heat was building up in those tires and it allowed them to make that good battles. They're still going to try to go after it, but that tire wear is going to become a factor in the next few laps most likely, and you're going to start seeing them get back in that single file formation.
Yeah, we're about almost 10 laps into the second stage, and it's a 37-lap stage, so we're
Okay, so
to
here comes another question for you. How late do you wait to pit, or do you split the stage in half? Because remember, the stage is only 37 laps. You can run both fuel and tires if you play it right enough. Then you can go 31 laps.
yeah, and that begs the question: do you go that long and maybe take 2 tires
Cole,
just to make it to the end of the stage?
What-
That's a possibility.
what's your take? You think you wait it out, take 2 tires? Are we losing? Cole, you got a
Cole,
copy?
you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Might be having some. Oh, okay, there we go.
I was saying, do you think, what's your take on waiting and run the stage completely to the end until you're dry, out of fuel, you're out of tires at 31 laps, and then you go in and take 2 tires?
Me personally, it's gonna be a spur of the moment kind of thing. It's gonna depend on how my car's treating me and if I've got enough to go past the halfway point. If I'm using up them right side tires, I'm going about halfway.
Yeah, I think that's a good call, and that's what I don't know exactly what lap Cowboy pitted. He pitted after the 5 and 51 though, that duo tonight that have the same paint scheme. If you haven't noticed that yet as well, Cole. Heathen and that other CCDN car in here, that is Out of Mind. He has changed his name and is now part of the CCDN group. So they are driving, I guess, the same car to
Ooh.
celebrate that. As we look like we're slowing down here.
We are under caution for what? Was there a spin
Looks
that I did not
like,
see? Or
It's like a manual caution as well, yes.
I'm curious to see what it's for because I did not see anybody
Yep,
spinning.
first manual of the night.
Looks like Party may have been
I'm not
involved
sure
because he looks to have some damage.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it looks like he's getting back up to speed here, so that he might be one of the ones involved in it.
Looks like maybe
and,
him and Chevy.
Yep.
Man, teammates, man, teammates.
Teammates involved in the first crash of the night.
You can't get better than that, buddy.
Teammates
No.
to a point.
Is it former teammates, at least for this race?
It might be if they keep going like they are.
Man, you telling me? All right, so you think it's too early to go ahead and fill it up all the way, or are you going to take a chance on fuel and make a gamble? Because I know I'm all
I
about
think
taking
these guys are
chances.
going to... Yeah, I think these guys are going to try to stretch it from here.
I would.
Because you want to save, under these manual cautions, you want to save as much time on pit road as you can. If that means gamble on some fuel, then by all means, you better gamble.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're seeing it here. Of course, I'm watching the in-car of the 5 of Heathen. It looks like he's taking half a can and 4 tires. Just enough fuel and plenty of tires to make it.
We're talking about Heathen was 90-degree angled in his pit box. I think that's a penalty.
He had help.
Somehow they got 4 tires on.
I did see how that occurred. He had some assistance.
Without a doubt.
Gets rough down there on pit road, man. I'm telling you.
Especially at a
Yes,
track
it
like
does.
Chicagoland.
They go at it. I feel bad for the pit crews. They all got to be run over there every pit stop.
Check your feelings at the commitment line.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so we're going to get the cheers cone this time, seems like.
Yep. It looks like the 14's already committing to the top.
He's already like, man, you know where I'm going. You don't got to help me or remind me. Watch Cowboy go to the top
Okay.
just to block him.
Cowboy's changing his... Yeah, okay. There might be a little bit of some playing possum here. I don't know. Let's see. All right, so now they're switching back. Here we go.
Alright, so Cowboy did take the bottom. With Super Shift out on that top side.
In a pretty equal split here. Looks like the 2 cars we talked about that are almost exact, the 551, they both took the top, so they're going to work together. A couple of the Chevys on the bottom.
I like the cat
And
and
a
mouse.
trio of Fords lined up there, too. Yeah.
Man, well, Chase has been surprising me in here in stage 2. We didn't talk about him really in stage 1. But man, he is just steadily staying right there in that 3rd and 4th place, right there in stage 2.
Yeah, he's looking pretty quick in that 88 car tonight. He wants to build up some momentum here and maybe snag himself a top 3 or a win even. All right. Looks like we are coming to the green flag here. Cowboy and Super Shifter on the front row for this restart, and we are green once again.
Man, there's the 5 and the 51. I'm seeing double.
Yeah. It'll mess with the...
Oh!
The one gets loose. Oh!
No, he didn't.
Said, thank you very much.
No, he didn't.
And I don't know if that's going to be a caution. It was a single... I mean, it was 2 cars, but only one of them went around. And
I think
per the
somebody
rules, I
just
think we
got
stay
screwed.
green.
LA Fatality
Super
said,
Shifter is
pardon you,
not-
sir.
That's my spot, buddy.
Oh, and there's a little bit more contact with him in the 5 of Heathen. Okay, things are getting crazy in the second stage.
Fatality said,
No love
you're gonna
lost.
die tonight, buddy. Fatality.
No hold barred. Going for it.
Man, talk about balls to the walls, man.
Send it.
Absolutely. Yeah, so 14 of Super Shifter, he's now going to have to struggle to stay on the lead lap. in this stage. That is not what he wanted to have happen here. After showing some great speed.
Oh, I know he ain't happy right now at all.
That was one of the better punts I've seen in a while.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Intentional, accidental, I don't care. That was a punt. That was a good one.
He'll probably get calls to the holler after the race. and if I was
Bring your crew chief.
I might be like, hey buddy, but you gotta admit that was a good punt though. I would be that one that says that.
That's what we call a full send.
And now he's been all over the back end of the 48 car. Teammates down to the lead here at Chicagoland. We saw here on the short runs that Heathen has the faster car, and unfortunately, the guy who I've been saying has the better long run car is now hoping to stay on the lead lap by the end of the stage. But hopefully, Super Shifter will come back strong in that third and final stage.
Oh yeah, long ways to go yet.
But due to that, that's allowed old Chevy Man to climb his way up into the third position.
He even got the inside, making it work that time off the floor. Or two, excuse me.
Yeah, we were talking about earlier how these guys are making that backstretch not really a backstretch because it's not. It has that sweeping curve. You can really make it a good curve and make it a good passing opportunity coming off of 2 there.
Oh yeah, if you can hit the exit off of 2 right, yeah, you can have a huge run coming out of 2 into that backstretch. Oh, Heathen and Cowboy both up to the wall. Look out now.
And look at who's going to get second off of this one. Chevy up to the second position here.
car just sitting back there playing cherry picker.
Man, he is. He's just picking those little leaves off. One for you, one for you, one for you.
Uh-oh, uh-oh. No, now he's gonna take a peek. Oh, look at it!
And look at it.
Cowboy gonna try and take advantage of it now.
Cowboy's like, man, I ain't done with you yet. Contact off two.
Big run through the middle though for Heathen.
Wow, this hell of a battle right here.
This is good. This is racing now.
Yeah. Looks like Chevy's now gotten settled out and they're going to try to catch these guys once again. Ray Fatality still running in fourth. Chase in fifth.
Man, we got a battle for that 6th and 7th spot between Lodi and J.R. Grant.
Yeah, look at that. So far, both of them having a nice run.
Oh yeah, Lodi was able to get that position pretty much easy. Grant was like, here, you can have it, buddy. I ain't racing you hard right now.
Wow. A lot of race left. Coming to 10 to go in stage 2.
Super Shifter back
We
there
have a
just running hot laps.
Yeah, that damage has to be affecting him, obviously. That heavy front end damage.
Now, if you notice, I don't know if it's like this on their screens, but we can make a call possibly off of what we're seeing. Heathen has some front damage on his driver's side front corner there, and Cowboy has a clean car. Our dynamics come into play. That might be why Cowboy might be faster right now, even though he's running up behind Heathen, but he's staying right with him and trying to get around him. Heathen's putting on a heck of a block.
Ooh, LA.
Oh, and Cowboy's going to grab it now.
LA Fatality getting strung up high coming out of turn 2. Recard train coming underneath him now. Oh, he's trying to hold it off.
Chevy's like, can I make this 3 wide, guys? Can we make a little fun of this?
Chevy man right there in third gear. He's right on the back bumper of Cowboy. Found that spot. He's going to hold on to it.
The best part is that Chevy's going to be pushing Cowboy there to try to get by him. That's going to allow Cowboy and Chevy both to get up to Heathen. And there goes Cowboy for the lead.
Heathen's trying to block every lane right now, and it's not working. Cowboy is going to be able to get that lap and pull in front of the 5. Chevy's still in tow there in third. What a battle for this stage win as the laps wind down. Five to go this time at the line in stage 2.
Oh, this thing ain't over.
Not by a long shot.
Now
we're 3 wide there in the mid-pack, too.
Ooh, it's going to get sketchy.
Party made up a few spots. He's up to the 6th spot now.
Fatality trying to do the same thing that Lear's doing.
51 car. Ooh.
Fatality trying to block multiple lanes, and it's not going to work because Party going to look to the outside of him. Still side by side as they battle. That's a good 4-car battle right there.
Yes, it is. And up front, it's still the same right now. It's Cowboy leading it, Heathen second, Chevy third. Coming to 3 to go this time. Can Cowboy go back-to-back on the stages?
Chase able to work around a fatality there, and now Chase is looking to get after Party for that 6th position. Sorry, by 4th position.
Man, there's 4 of them going after it right now. Look at that. 51, a little too deep, maybe a little high in that corner.
We got a battle for the top 3. We got a battle from 4th through 7th.
2 laps to go.
Battle for 7 is going. I think it's going to heat up real quick here with 2 to go.
Matt? Man, watch out for the battle for the lead, though. We got 2 awesome battles right now with 2 to go. And they're both right there behind each other. Got that top group with the leaders, and we got 4th through 7th battling it out.
White flag is out right now, and it's Cowboy and Heathen nose to tail. If they tangle, Chevy's waiting in the wings.
Chase trying to hold on to that 4th spot, but man, a little swirly coming off turn 2. Or 4, he was able to get it back under control. Now he's working through 2. Still got a pack of 3 right behind him, though. They're not going anywhere until this flag flies.
Half a lap to go. Cowboy looks good for it. He's still holding it on Heathen. Heathen's going to dive it down low, but Cowboy is going to be able to hold it as Heathen pushes the corner trying to catch him. Chevy tries to.
Go through a blanket
Chase takes
over that.
it. LA Fatality 5th, Out of Mind 6th, Party 7th.
Wow.
8th for Zach, 9th for Drake, and 10th for Super Shifter. even with the damage, he was able to hang on to that pack near the back there and bring it up there, still in the lead lap. Good job for him.
Hey, he got a stage point. That's all that matters at that point.
Yep, and he'll be able to recover here in the third stage, no doubt. Cowboy looking to sweep the whole thing, though. Won both stages so far. Let's see what he can do in the third with only about 52 laps in it. So this is not going to be much longer in this race.
Oh, that's right. Chicago's one of those ones where the middle stage is the longer, isn't it?
I believe so.
It's quite a bit of length. So the final stage, it cuts it down a lot. I mean, we only have one pit stop cycle, I believe, in this stage if we stay green. As we go back for the final stage, here we go.
You gotta watch. As much as we've been talking about Heathen and Cowboy, you're gonna want to watch that 14 Super Shifter. You got a clean car, you got adjustments made, and he's gonna be driving through this field.
Oh, it's gonna get sketchy. They're dropping down 4 wide. My car, he didn't get stuck on the outside. Big line sitting down there on that bottom of the track. You better get down there quick. Well, man, look at all this Hendrix power up front.
Man, but look who's on the move, though. Just like I said, that 14 car Super Shifter, he's coming. He's looking at the Hendrick group.
Oh, he was making up some ground on those last laps there through stage 2 watching him. He was picking up the pace.
Oh, yeah.
And that was back there.
He was diving it down there.
Yeah, he was. And that was back there by himself running.
Look at this. For the lead, Chase Streamer.
Heck yeah.
Like fatality right behind him. Look at this. Are we going to be 3 wide? Not quite.
Not quite. Oh, he
doesn't thought about it. He might think about it here, too.
Oh! Ooh, he's been getting the real short end of that one. Stuck way outside.
Yeah, he made contact with the wall and allowed his CCD and teammate to get around him.
Yeah, this is some crazy battling we're seeing. There's some contact between the 51 barely with the 14. Looks like they're all right now. They're all...
Man, this is a mess.
Going at it.
Good Lord, that is a blanket.
Well,
Look at that, 8 cars under a blanket right now.
Watch that 14 car Super Shifter. He's driving angry now. That boy's got a purpose.
Everybody looked up at their laps to go and realized we have under 50, and they were like, all right, time to go. And we're seeing it right here. Wow.
Hey, that 1 car LA fatality, the back end getting a little loose, so the 24 car starts taking the air off of him.
Man, it's just like in dirt track racing. You want the best, we've got 8 abreast.
Oh,
Chevy in the wall.
Chevy, man.
Oh, hard
into the wall, too. That was a shot.
I'm surprised that didn't bring out an in-game caution. That destroyed his car.
That destroys the race as well.
Yep.
Unless we get a caution somewhere, unless these guys go at it hardcore towards the end, that just ended his race.
The Super Shifter's got himself up into 4th position right now. He's looking on the inside of LA fatality.
I wonder if he's going to give him a little love tap, let him know what he did earlier he didn't really like.
A couple little taps on their rear end in racing. That's the international sign for move it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
And he's doing that to Heathen right now. He's like, hey, man, move it or lose it. 'Cause I'm coming.
Man, look who jumped out to the lead there. The 88 car now out in front. Chase Dreamer lead the way.
Chase has figured something out. He's holding this down right now. Cowboy's trying everything he can to get by him. He's going to take the top side and possibly have a run here. Is Heathen going to go with him or try to go low here?
Nope, he's going to stick low.
Super Shifter also, they see his chance. They see the chance maybe to get by the 48, but I think the 14 drifts up a little more than he wants. They are going at it, side drafting right now. Oh! I think we just had a lag spike. 14 got a piece of that one.
Yep. 14's got damage once again.
It doesn't look like it. You would have thought he would have slowed down more than he did with that hit, but maybe it wasn't too bad on him. He's okay right now.
Right now, he's trying to figure out which teammate with Chase.
He's on a charge right now, man. He's going. Surrounded by his Hendricks teammates, he's ready to roll.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, it appears that damage on Super Shifter hurt him. He's dropped now 3 spots since then.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So yeah, he's got damage.
Okay, now it's starting to take effect. Wow.
Man, hard charging.
Yeah,
14.
his race just went from good to bad to real bad.
So when do we hit the worst mark? He gets annihilated
not
again.
there yet. Yeah, if one more and he would be at the worst mark. Because right now he can still get that damage fixed and maybe secure himself a top 5, but I think the win is out of the question unless we get a caution.
Ethan taking a look underneath our leader of Chase, going to make a 2-IPL. They're going to leave the 88 of Chase out to dry on the high side there.
And we have 40 to go, so at this point they have about 15 more laps before they're going to want to pit for the final time to split the stage up.
You know, at this point in the race, I wouldn't be surprised if we see these front 3 actually try and line it up and get a run off the rest of the field right now.
Yeah, settle it between them. Looks like they're trying to do that a little bit right now. I don't know. I think Chase might be trying to go back under Cowboy here, though. Can't quite do it. He slides up a little bit.
He's out there pushing, though, right now. He's going to have to push the pace, but he's going to keep it out in front of Cowboy. Cowboy just working all over that back bumper right now.
Oh, yeah. He is ready to pounce for this lead.
Well,
Chase staying a little bit back to that other 3 cars.
If he ain't ready, he's fooling everybody. He looks like he's ready about to jump all over the back of Ethan.
Oh, yeah. In the moment, I think he could drive it down in the corner and take the spot.
One of those Cowboy heat check moments.
Yep.
Well, we see that 14 car super on pit road for it. Will be his last stop of the race, so pit road, see if he can capture the top 5 finish. And of course, do that damage. I'm probably sure this is going to be an unscheduled stop. Still going to be the window. He anticipated pit. And Chase just went through the grass down the front stretch.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not good for him at all.
No, I was actually on a super shift. All I see is the 88 car come flying through the infield grass, coming down into the pits, and hits the pit road wall.
Super Shifter coming out of pit road. Chase trying to get back up to speed.
Man, such a strong run for the 88 car. Two are strong runners. Having issues tonight. The 88, 14.
Yeah, you're not going to get anywhere with getting down in the grass like that. Especially with the way these guys are putting down these laps right now. They're racing each other, but I don't think they realize the kind of lap times they're laying down while they're doing it.
So actually that allows
think...
Party to come up into the third spot with Chase wrecking out there.
Yeah, he's starting to catch up here too. Do you think that the 5 and the 48 are going to pit together? Do you think they're going to try a different strategy and try to outfox one another?
I don't know, the way these two are racing each other right now, I don't see them trying to pit together. I see this being an every man for himself kind of free-for-all to the end. And if one of them can get the advantage of getting into pit road a lap or two sooner to get those fresher tires, I think whoever pulls the trigger and goes first is going to get it.
Yeah, that's what they're going to be watching for here, watching one another and see if they can figure out what the other's going to do when the right lap is to come down.
As tight as they're running lap after lap right now, I think that's the only thing that's going to be the difference is getting in and off of pit road, 1, clean, and 2, getting down there first to get those fresher tires. But let's not forget about that. We see a lot of times these guys get a little hasty trying to get into the pits, especially when it's the last stop of the race, and next thing you know, there's a black flag flying over their head, and they're sitting there an extra 15 seconds, and that can change a race in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, if that happens, the race is over for them, and that's what they're going to try to avoid here. But you also can't be so conservative on pit road where you lose time to the other person, so it's a very fine line of what you're going to have to do here.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are right on each other, and
Since we got a battle going on right before we start these brief high pit stops.
getting a little bit of lag out of you there, Storm. Might have to... Yeah.
And we see the 48 car, Cowboy Nation, started to put a little gap between him and the 5 car. Chase Dreamer in the 88, he's going to take it in.
Yeah, he's in pit road this time, not in the infield grass. And so that's good. Good pit entry for him. Now, question is, how long can some of these leaders wait? Like, if these two leaders stay out for a while, some of these other guys might try to short pit them and get in front of them. But I don't know. I feel like we're getting to the point where everybody's going to have to decide their strategy now, because the pit window is open.
Yeah, you're extremely right about that. These guys don't have a choice anymore. It's make the decision now. Are you going to go? Yeah. Are you going to stay out and push this thing to the end? All about track position, and like I said, it's going to be all about your car. What are you going to have left at the end? Are you going to be babying this thing? Because if you are, you're not going to be there at the end racing for it.
Yep, 100%. We see the top two, they have yet, obviously, to pit. And Party either. And Party has actually closed the gap on them a little bit. And looking at it, the 51 as well of Loading, he's hanging right with them, not too far back. So any one of these four, they're still in the fight for this win.
I think Party's back there kind of hoping these guys go first. I really think the 9 car, once these guys go in the leaders, I think the 9's going to hit one more lap before he decides to
the 48's down. 48's down, and the
Oh,
51,
somebody went
it
around.
looks like,
Oh no, somebody
yep,
went
the
around
51.
going into the pits.
The 51, he had some issues with pit entry. That's going to cost him a little bit of time. You see Grant there on his bumper. Looks like he didn't get a penalty, though.
What we just
the
talked
3 of
about.
Master Mike is around.
Getting in and off of pit road for this last stop clean.
Can I hear me better
48's
now?
down, getting service. Yeah, we can hear you now.
All right, cool.
All right, 5-car Heathen coming in now. Ooh, Heathen better watch it. He might have just grabbed himself a black flag.
We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we'll have to get the final call on that one, but my guess is going to be Heathen just got himself a black flag.
Well, look at the camera here. I've got his stream up. Let's see it as he comes into pit road. It's on now. He's coming to the pits. I believe he probably did. He was coming in there very quick. We'll have to watch and see, though, when he comes out of the pit road.
Yeah, he's still in there. Other cars are coming out. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say he took a 15-second penalty. Black flag on the 5.
He's out,
nope.
though. I don't know.
I don't think he
Because
did.
there's the 9 and him. Yeah, because he's in front of the 9. I don't know how he did it, but
wow.
You would have think he would have lost time because, I mean, he would have gained time because he got in there so quick. It was so close to a penalty, but he actually lost a little bit to Party there. Party's going to be right on his bumper. Yeah, his pit stop was a 16.5. Okay, so he just had a long pit stop.
And Party
And that's going to actually give
right
the
there.
9 car. Yeah.
So is that good for the lead right there? And
No,
it
it's going
cycles
to
out?
cycle around. It's going to cycle around. Cowboy is actually going to have the lead right now. With, is that Super Shifter in second? Yeah, because he pitted early. So the 14 is in second.
The Super Shifter have enough to make it to the end. Did he hit with enough fuel to make it to the end? If so, this could be a very interesting setup for Super Shifter.
Yeah, he should be fine. Obviously, older tires. He's getting passed right now by the 1 of LA Fatality. So the lead right now is Cowboy. I believe Fatality is in second right now. But the 9 and the 5 are closing in on them, and they gotta hurry up if they're gonna try to catch the 48 of Cowboy. He had a good stop, and he also pitted a lap before, so he gained some time. He's 2.5 seconds in front of this 9 and 5 car right now.
Well, boys, we got everybody cycled through pit stops, and we're closing on the end of the race. Final stage here. You know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's the highest segment on live Twitch.
All right, we had to do it without Train, but you made it work. Yeah, we found out where he is, by the way. He is at a basketball game for the Utah Jazz, so hopefully he's having some fun.
So
out there for the
what's everybody's picks as we head down these final laps?
Man. All right. I say Big Rick at the end of 14 drive straight through it like cold trickle. The 14 going to take it to victory road tonight.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough. Flash.
Cowboy's gonna win it.
And I'm gonna say those new tires are gonna pay off for Heathen and Party. I think Party's gonna be the underdog here and take the victory.
I like the call. That 9 car is looking good. It really is. Heathen was able to get by him there, but Party's right on his bumper. I think it's more of these two are trying to just figure out who they want in front, and they're both going to try to track down Cowboy at this point. So, yeah, I mean, that's a good call. They've made up a couple tenths on him. They're down to 2.3, and they're clear of all these other cars now, too.
And Fatality holding a good, solid top 5 tonight. He's done good, except for the, well, I won't say it was bad. It was a good punt he had early in the race.
Right?
So,
Good.
It's definitely effective.
I can't say that, I mean, I hate it for Super Shifter, but, man, can't say that he's had a rough night. He's had a really solid top 5 night for a really good punt early in the race.
Yeah.
Usually you hear a good punt in
hear his
football.
thoughts after this.
But,
Yeah.
no, what? Who cares? It's racing. That was a good punt. My stuff may get some backlash on that one.
That's all right.
I'm looking for backlash.
And
Oh, yeah.
don't we all? You say stuff and you know you regretted it, but sometimes you care less and you go ahead and say it anyways, and you just let the backlash happen later on.
That's how I've lived my whole 42 years, man.
Well, guys, we're closing in on 15 to go, and they've cut the gap to 2 seconds. I don't know if they're making up enough time right now to be able to get there before the end of this, but it's close. There seems to be they're cutting about a tenth of a second off each lap.
So how many laps we got to go?
15, and they're 2 seconds back, so they're right right around that pace. 'Cause if they can catch his draft, they'll probably catch a little bit quicker if they've got the tires.
They're going to have to be right on pace to get that made up.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to come down to the last lap or two if they can maintain that pace.
Yeah, and that's to say if Cowboys' tires fall off, and we haven't really seen him have terrible fall off all night, so it's going to be interesting to see. They just broke under 2 seconds, but
they don't need to pass each other. Is the thing. That's the catcher. Is one might be faster than the other, but they don't need to pass each other. They just need to stay hooked up, stay in line, and just maintain a draft with each other and push each other up to Cowboy.
Just an update as well. Super Shifter has fallen out of the top 5 now. CCD and Loading is up to 5th, having a great run tonight, and he's battling with LA Fatality for the 4th spot.
That's a good run for CCD and
sporting the new name with a nice top 5 run right now. I'll tell you, one thing that could hurt or help Cowboy is this lap car coming up, the 3, when he gets to him. If he can pull off his draft, that'll help him, but if the 3 at all tries to block him, then that's going to hurt him, and we'll have to see how he races here. I think he'll probably let him go, but anything can happen.
It'll hurt him, and he may be upset at the end of the race.
Yeah.
We saw Heathen had a little hiccup on the apron there in turns 1. Probably cost him about maybe a couple tenths of a second. Because Paul was able to get up to his back bumper there and had to kind of push him to the corner.
Right now the gap is 1.8 seconds, kind of maintaining at that. So right now, if Cowboy, he just has to maintain his speed, and I think he'll be all right with these laps closing in to the finish.
Man, and Heathen is just in such a frustrating spot right now. I know Party is too. They can see the leader. There's no cars in the way. Nobody's in the way. It's home sweet home. He's in your vision. He's in your line of sight for that checkered flag. You can even see the checkered flag ahead of the leader. And you just can't get there.
Yeah, they are mirroring each other's lap times right now. And Cowboy is just in cruise mode right now, trying not to make any mistakes. He does see the slap car. I know that makes him nervous, so he's going to probably take his time, work around him, not be too aggressive with it.
Well, he knows that he has the pace to stay ahead of these guys, so he can let up just enough to be cautious, like you said. But you can't let up a whole lot, or these guys will run him down.
Yeah, he took an awkward line into the corner there, but I don't think it's going to cost him that much time.
Well, Chicago's one of those lines, too, where going through the middle portion of the corners, there's not a lot of room for air. Once that car gets settled in there, you're pretty much committed to driving it through the exit on there. And I think when you see these guys try and change up that line, as far as the exit off of 214 mid-run through that corner, is where you see them really start pushing up and everything, and it opens the bottom of the track for the guys right behind them.
Oh, yeah, this track doesn't play when it comes to that. You'll be in the wall before you know it.
No, and to look at it, Chicagoland doesn't look like it'd be too bad.
Right.
But she can really flip the world upside down if you don't treat her right. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's more of a, you look at it from the outside, you see the race, and you're like, oh, this isn't a bad track. It's just a mile and a half. But then you actually get out there and you run it, and you're like, okay, this is a little bit different. It's got its own quirks to it for sure, and it is hard to not to see this place not going to be back
Man, it is.
in the
Oh,
future.
no.
So
Putting a
This is
damn
one of-
highway right through the middle of it.
yep.
Yeah, it's real depressing after seeing such great races here and such great battles. I'm really upset to see this track go.
Oh yeah, this is one of those tracks where you can almost guarantee yourself a good finish every time.
Mm-hmm. Heck, and just in recent talks, they've started talking about more about the Nashville Fairgrounds trying to get a cup race by possibly as soon as early as 2023.
Wow.
And they were also in talks today of course, the talks of do they want to bring Coda back in 2022, which is most likely going to be a yes. Just fix a few things as far as that track and the way the cars drive on it and everything. But other than that, expect to see Coda back in 2022, and then possibly these little small SRX top tracks in 2023. But I know NASCAR is looking at that big project of saying, well, we're going to make these slot changes to the schedule, but they said don't start a major shakeup of the schedule until 2023, because after 2022, all the tracks, SMI's contracts become up and available for new dates. So that's going to open up the door for all these other smaller tracks, and these guys have been wanting to get advantage taken getting on these cup schedules.
All right, well that's fine. They want to bring back another road course and all this crap, whatever. If you're gonna do that, I want a 2.5 mile super speedway.
That'd be
Yep.
nice.
Or take the
I
damn.
want to see a 3-mile super speedway.
Yes, take the restrictor plates off these damn cars at the supers for one. I'm sick of the restrictor plates. It's not racing.
Well, hey,
And
what
yeah.
they need to do, they need to bring iRacing Speedway into real life. That
Oh,
track is a
that'd be
beast.
cool.
That would,
I'd run it.
yeah, that would be very interesting if they did that.
That's a good super speedway track. I just wish it was in real life.
I want 2.5. I want 3 miles long, and I want some of the most ridiculous banking in the corners you've ever freaking seen.
40-degree banking, 3 miles.
No restrictor plates.
Man, these cars are top about 215 once again after decades of not doing it.
And in the stands, I want deep fried cheeseburgers and hot dogs. I want chocolate covered, twice dipped funnel cake, Oreo ice cream, and
But it's state fair food.
cold beer. And yes, I want it to be
A
the
chocolate
biggest
fountain that rains down from the heavens.
Dude, I want it to be the biggest trailer park party of the year. Like, people don't bring their campers and RVs. People hook up their houses and pull it to the track. That's what I want. I
Hey,
want,
well, while we were talking, guys,
wanna-
we are on the last lap.
Oh
I
crap!
want a legitimate trailer park
Man.
station in the middle of the track.
Talk
Wait,
about
we're
race.
coming to the finish here. We're coming to the finish. Cowboy's
Cowboy
gonna
gonna
get
take
it.
this
It was
one.
obvious there at the end. Good job, Cowboy. Wow, that really came up quick.
And
we
good
had
job,
6 to
Heathen.
go, and then it was. Yeah, good job, Cowboy.
Did Party
and
get
Party
second?
actually, Party closes in and gets second. Great
Nice
job to Party.
Party.
Heathen third. And a hell of a run to the 51 of loading with a 4th place position.
Hey. And was
And LA Fatality finishes in 5th.
yeah, my boy. Man, lap.
Yes, they did.
They
Wow.
did tonight.
Well, on that
Welcome
note, we'll
to
get these guys
Chicago.
invited in here, and I'm thinking for our extra interview tonight, if y'all are cool with it as well. We talked to Chase Dreamer. He showed some speed early, and
He was
then
an
had that
underdog.
incident. Yeah, had that incident sliding through the grass. We can find out what happened there. All right, we're getting everybody joining. Heathen, get your twin in here, and don't have him added. I thought I did. And we're having the top five, and then we're gonna have Chase for the extra interview if we can get him in here. Yeah, I want to talk to him. He had a great run there up front for a while um, in the final stage early on.
Cowboy, by the way. I get on their party, building
right.
party. Cowboy.
Thank you.
Make sure everyone's including their audios. All right, we're waiting on LA Fatality and Chase. Great race. That was a hell of a way to start the week there. Side by side racing throughout the night. That was fun. All right, Chase has joined. Include your audio when you get the chance, Chase. You are our extra interview for tonight, and now we're just waiting on LA Fatality. If anybody can get a hold of him.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, I invited him. Let's see if we can get him in here. While we're waiting, I guess we'll start from the top tonight and talk to our winner, Cowboy Nation, with another dominating performance, winning both stages and the race. Cowboy, how does it feel? You're on cloud nine right now.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the car. Didn't seem like tonight. Great long run. Had some good short run speed as well. Talk us through the night and just throughout all of it and how you approached
cheated.
coming into this,
He
this race tonight.
He lagged. Well, I was just my main thing was just make it to the first pit stop and everything. That was it. Just get the adjustments in because me and Super Shifter at the beginning of the race he was just trying to drive back up to Heathen, but he was too tight and clean there, and I was too loose and clean there. So once I made the adjustments after the pit stop, I just ran Heathen down, and then that was pretty much it. And for the first stage, second stage, it was kind of the same thing. Just wanted everybody to like spread out a little bit, let the tires wear. As soon as the tires wore out or whatever, it was jump in front of, just get out in front and go. And pit stops, I think I was sending it on every pit stop. That manual, green flag pit stop, I was sending it every time, and I didn't get caught speeding. I was under, but I didn't make the same mistakes trying to hit 50 this time. I was making sure I was under there. So I was it was, the car was good. I can do whatever I wanted on short runs, mid runs and long runs. So like I think like you said last week, that mile and a half that you can get away from people. That's where I shine at. And that's what happened again tonight. So it was just I want to dominate the race, to be honest with you. I want to win both stages and the race, so that's what I want. That's what I did, so I'm happy for it. As what Jimmy Johnson and Chad Canals would say, max points. So, I got max points tonight, so that's pretty much everything that I could say about the race tonight. And I lagged and I hit Super Shifter. I think I had like a lag spike. I don't know if that was the only one, but that was the only time that somebody said something about it. But yeah, I apologize for that. I probably would have to race him for the win, but more closer. But yeah, overall, it was a good race. I feel like I could have still won the race even if I had to race Super Shifter. So yeah, so that was pretty much it.
Absolutely, and I jokingly said it, but I had a good feeling that you were going to be fast tonight when you came in the party. I said, "Here's the race winner," and it happened.
Yeah.
So, definitely, you seemed like you made it easy out there. Really, as I said, I don't think you could have done it any better. You won both stages and the race, and did what you set out to do. So we got a very mixed week of races this week. Are you confident? Are you going to be at any of them? Are you going to run the Xfinity race?
I think I heard them say something about Talladega tomorrow. I might
Yes.
I might just jump in and yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because Talladega is the fun race. Um,
Yeah, I figured I know you're limited in your schedule, but I figured you might would be in that one. That's a lot of people like to show up for the plate
mhm.
tracks, and looking forward to that, calling that one, and I'm sure you'll have a shot out there as well, Cowboy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, man. Go celebrate that win, another one in the books, and just more points for the playoffs, man.
Yes, sir. That's another thing. Once I seen it last night, I said, "Man, these points ain't right." They was like, "Nah, it is." I was like, "Yeah, I got to get back in front of Super Shifter with these points." So,
Absolutely, man. And you did it tonight, so congratulations once again.
yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. On that note, we'll go to our second place car party, and gotta
Hey,
ask which one of you two would like to talk to him.
I
I
want to
know
get him.
either. All
I
right,
want Cole
I was
anyway,
thinking.
so it's better like
I,
that.
I was just thinking that's how it was gonna go. So there you go, Storm.
Right.
Go ahead.
Awesome. Party man, you got a copy?
I got you, bud.
Dude, I kind of had you in the back of my head all night long. We saw you in that first stage, taking it easy. I was like, man, I don't know why, but I have a feeling Party's going to be up at the top whenever it comes down to it. He's going to be a factor in tonight's race. But you were hanging back in that first stage, taking it easy, letting all the other guys bow out, and man, they were under a blanket the whole first stage. But you made some adjustment in that second one, and you started making a showing for yourself in that third one, and you made that last pit stop count when it mattered the most, and able to race your way up into that second spot. Man, talk us through the night. How was that car?
I mean, the car was good. I couldn't just figure out where to get the speed I needed, but yeah, the first stage, like I said, I was just hanging back, trying to figure out what line would work. I could work the middle, work the low, and just slowly, surely, just move my way on up there, try to be patient, give these guys room. There's a couple incidents that I had to check up a good bit for, uh, involved in the only caution we had tonight. Uh, there at
Weren't you
the
involved
end,
in that?
I was involved in the only caution we had tonight. Me and Chevy, I think, not gonna say any names, even, but I think yeah, that's who caused that one. And but was able to get back up there, and then towards the end there, before that last pit stop, I was trying to push Chase back up there and get a line going, and Chase was, I think he hit the apron or something, messed up his line, and I went by him, and then he just lagged, and everything just gone. And I seen them racing. I was slowly closing in. Then I heard Cowboy save his pit, and I was sitting there trying to debate. Well, no, I want to pit with them, or do I want to keep going? What? And I said, you know what the hell, I'll try it. And I pit with Heaton, and came out, tried to push Heaton back up to Cowboy, and when I realized that it wasn't, we were out of time, I was like, yep, time to at least get second place. And
Well, yeah, we noticed you in a Heathen drafting there towards the end, and we were really watching y'all trying to close in up on Cowboy there, and y'all would get about from 3 seconds down to about 1.8, and then it seemed to just stall out right there. Once y'all got to about that 1.8, 1.7 buffer, it was like y'all started matching lap times with Cowboy at that point, and y'all were just back there just chilling and hanging on for the ride.
yeah, I'm not sure if that's when Heaton started hitting the wall or fighting a tight race car. There was one incident, and it was going to turn one there at the end, where he didn't send it in there like he'd been sending it in there, and I was expecting to go in there just as hard as I've been the whole race, and I was pretty much just glued to his bumper, and I was like, well, he asked me what happened, and I was like, well, you didn't send it in there like you've been sending it in there. He goes, yeah, I'm fighting a tight race car. I was like, well, now I know I just got to pass.
Well, man, you had a great race tonight, solid top two. Hopefully, you can come off with that win after being on such a hot streak of those short tracks. Maybe the mile and a half will play favor to you coming up.
Oh yeah, surely I'm looking forward when we go to Kansas and stuff like that. Uh, yeah, I think if I got up there to Cowboy, I think I could have done something there too. But win last week, second this week, starting to get back on my hot streak. See where it goes.
Awesome. Well, go out there, celebrate a good old top five finish We'll see you next week, buddy.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, we'll see him tomorrow at Talladega.
Yeah.
Ooh. A challenge?
He ain't gonna pass up a Talladega race. I know that for a fact.
Hell no.
Hey, I gotta ask you one question, Heathen, before Cole gets you. I just want to know how the hell you slowed it down for that last pit stop and didn't get a penalty, because
I don't know. I'm
Surely
just going
makes
too
me
damn mile.
question.
I was going too damn mile now.
yeah, go ahead.
It's how I slowed up the damn guardrail on Sunday night. Just did it the fucking guardrail. Pretty much. the pit line is safe for hitting the guardrail.
I was trying not to fucking laugh.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice.
I saw Heathen coming in hot, and he came from the high side of the track out of turn 4. And when he got down there, you could tell he was on the brakes. That car got about a 45-degree angle on it real quick, trying to slow down as fast as it could. So I know there was a little bit of puckering going on there, going, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot, oh shoot. But how close was it? And take us through the end of that last stop on what was it going on. Did you make any changes trying to find some speed? And did you just get outran at the end, or was it something else?
My shoulder real at the end. I just couldn't really give. I was making I made so much mistakes that day. I was fine the first half of the race, and then last after that pit stop and I messed up pit road, I came out and almost wrecked out of pit road, and I couldn't really. I tried to stay in front of the party, but it smacked the wall 4 times. That didn't help any at all. No. I didn't have anything for there. I did in the beginning, but I knew coming into this that I'd be strong the first 3 quarters to half 3 quarters of the race, and then the last quarter I'd be just not a factor, because right now I can't really turn very well. So I don't know. Tomorrow will be better, hopefully, because I got to turn very hard.
Well, aside from that, solid run tonight, sir. 3rd place, still some solid points for the season.
Hey, I told you, I only want interviews from Cole Mother effing Trickle. I have to make it my mission every time I race to get an interview. I don't care how hard, because I'm hurt like a mother effer. I'm in pain. But I did because I wanted a Cole Trickle interview. I told you in the Spin Nation chat earlier. I said, Cole, you said, what's up, bud? My interview tonight, hopefully. I had a little bit of doubt.
This dude didn't show up to the second stage into the booth. I think that's going to make it in the race.
Hey, at least he's here now.
I was in my one league race out of the week that I do. The one time I'm on that I am not broadcasting and actually racing. Hey, I just want to throw this out there. No fucking top 5 and damn near had the top 3. I was going for the win. We won't talk about how we ended up there or anything like that. But I'll tell you what, in the company that I'm in with some of these guys in the pro league and stuff, to pull back-to-back top 5 finishes, I don't care how the heck I get it. I'm pumped, dude. So, I apologize for coming in late, but I was doing something.
Hell yeah. I'm glad you finished up.
Hey, that was worth it right there. Top 5, 24 trucks at Dover. You said, wow.
Because
Yes, sir.
if I didn't get an interview from you, Cole, I would have said I don't want to interview. Well, actually, Train's not here, so I'll take an interview from any of them. So. Also, how'd you guys like the twinning tonight? Did y'all notice that?
Yeah.
And the names too.
At one point, like, apparently he was spinning down into the pits. I thought that was you, and then I looked at the side of the car. I'm like, oh, never mind, that's not him. I thought we had the leader spinning. I'm like, oh,
And then our job's done good. Did our job good tonight?
Yes, sir.
That was the whole plan, is to confuse the hell out of everybody.
Well, I tell you what, Heathen, you want to give him an interview tonight?
Is he back behind me? Okay.
Yeah, 4th.
Let's just tag team him.
All right, yeah.
Like we did Monday night when he won in our deal.
All right, well, you kick it off then.
Have you got a copy?
Yeah.
So, this is your first cup race that you actually told me that you'd be okay running, and not just being thrown into the fray last minute. Got yourself a top 5. I know you impressed a lot of people tonight. I'm pretty sure Party was impressed by you. Party, if you wanna, I know you were, because you didn't know. No one said anything about you tonight, so that's pretty good. Can't wait to be back. Can't wait for you to be full time in this series here, hopefully soon. Yeah, run us through your race and how you got here tonight.
Just kind of ran my race. I was trying to stay out of everybody's way because I didn't want to make it like Homestead. But the car, I had a really good long run car after I finally got my full preset in. I was really trying to stick to the bottom, and in the beginning of the run I could do it. The middle of the run I would have to run a little bit towards the middle of the track, and then towards the end of my run I could get back down to the bottom and I could stick there pretty well. And my big thing was just trying to catch you and Party, but you guys hooked up and we're going.
Try hooking up.
Y'all did pretty well at working together, I think. I knew you were working together trying to catch Cowboy. You two did good.
Yeah, until my shoulder said no and just stopped holding the bottom.
But yeah, I gotta say, the name is growing on me. I didn't understand at first what it said, and then I was like, okay, this makes sense, and I like it.
Whoa.
It was a great run for breaking in the name as well, and finishing only one spot behind the teacher here, huh?
Yeah, I had to go through a little rebrand stage like Christian did.
Yeah, look at Christian. He's doing pretty good tonight, but he was doing pretty good. Yeah, you want to give a backstory of how you got loading instead of anything else? You tried like 4 names before that.
Well, we were going to do checkpoint, but it was too long. And then we were going to do student, but we thought that was stupid.
Yeah, student, stupid, same thing.
And then, I don't know what we were, I think the other suggestion was Hood Evan, but that would sound even dumber, so, and it wouldn't have fit, so, loading sounds pretty good right now.
The only other one I
he's
could
loading
think of
up
would be
top 5s.
Yeah, that's true. The only other one I could think of, and you'll like this one, would be on honor of our friend Gator, not Asphalt Gator, but the other one, CCDN Checkup.
Yes! Okay, Evan, that's your new name.
Alright, when I get paid tomorrow, I'll change it to Checkup.
Wait.
Number 2.
I just thought of it. I don't know. I'm not saying to
Bro,
change it.
it literally works. CHECKUP is 7 characters as long as mine is. Yes! Hey, tomorrow night in the Xfinity race will be CCN Heathen and CCN Checkup.
Tyler, rebrand again.
Hey, flash up, my super.
But I really have to thank Heathen and Party for giving me another chance because I know I didn't really display what I could do at Homestead, but I just wanted to show that I've gotten better and that I can run with these guys and not crap the bed, and wreck everybody, ruin everybody's race. But I had fun tonight, and I hope everybody else had fun racing with me tonight. And I really want to thank you guys for the opportunity, and thank you, Flash and Heathen, for the setup.
Bro, like,
No problem.
I think everybody can see you've improved every single week that you've been running. So, just check the Homestead. You could not have not improved since Homestead.
Dog, if I didn't improve since Homestead, I'd be kicked out of this league.
Yeah, that is true. But not a hell of a performance tonight.
Yeah, great job.
It's your first top 5 in Cup. That might be lead to something here soon.
Who knows?
I don't know.
You just convinced me to go full-time in truck, so now you want to convince me to go full-time in something I can? Really?
Might as well.
I don't know. I didn't say that. But I also did not say that either. So, out there.
But
He's saying it by not saying it.
Well,
But he's not saying it.
once
I don't
again,
wanna get in
thank you
trouble.
guys.
No problem.
I
Man,
yeah.
it's,
really appreciate it.
definitely made us proud out there. I know it definitely made Heathen
Hell
proud
yeah.
too. The run you had.
I literally was asking where the entire race. I was like, where's my time back?
I was behind
remember
you
when-
most of the race, but I got up to second and got put into the wall lap too, so
I know.
I had to work my way up throughout the entire race. But
I know when.
I'm not complaining because Rubbin is racing, man.
Yeah, I know when Party His party said someone who was passionate, like Daniel Heathen Jr. I'm like, come on, that's Lucas. Lucas is Heathen Jr. He's Heathen Jr. Jr. Okay,
I think
Jesus.
they're giving me the nickname of Heathen Jr., which is gonna probably kind of grow on me. I should make that my gamer tag instead.
No. Heathen Jr.
No, dude, 34.
That wouldn't be my first role model. Would be my first pick as a role model. Just let you know.
Hey, he's only gotten better since I started working with him. So I don't know.
Yeah, but the question is, he's gonna get mad when he gets beat by fuel mileage.
That's gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. It happens to the worst of us.
I don't get mad when I get beat by fuel mileage.
I mean, I don't either. It's just, when you lead the whole damn race, then you save like 10 hours of fuel. I mean,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is he gonna tell somebody he's gonna wreck them when they get beat by fuel mileage?
I'm not Cone. I'm not gonna tell him to wreck you. I'll just do it and not tell you.
He's just gonna do it.
I'll refresh your memory after the interviews.
But I gotta work in the morning. You guys have a good night. And
Proud of you,
Party
right.
to Heathen once again. Thank you for the opportunity.
He didn't really get told. He just said, hey, he's racing.
He still let me race, so
Yeah.
he deserves a thank you, man. Stop trying to take it away from me.
I'm not.
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah,
About doing that.
Yeah, you hear him.
Yeah.
But y'all have a good night.
Yeah, you too, man. Fantastic run.
Thank you.
Hey, on that note, we got to talk to our extra interview.
Who's fifth?
Dreamer in here.
Who's fifth?
That was LA Fatality. We'll just he wouldn't be able to got reach there. He had a good run. We'll have to say that top 5, solid run tonight. Clicking off these runs lately for him too. So he's been doing good. We'll look for him to be a playoff threat as we go through the season. So yeah, great run for him. And on that note, we'll move on to Chase, who was for a while up there in the front. It was making me get excited up in the booth, seeing you have a good run there, Chase. I know you had some issues towards the end. Talk us through that. We saw you
He was
in
excited.
the grass.
I can verify. We're still cleaning up after it, if that tells you anything. He was excited.
Oh man, I was he probably made a big old mess, but don't worry, I get the cleaned up for you guys. Not to worry about it.
Cheese dust everywhere, sir. It's ridiculous.
I was looking forward to trying to win this thing, man. I had Cowboy behind me. He was behind him. I was riding. Then I got past, and then me and Party were there racing, and all of a sudden my screen goes like frozen. I thought the game crashed. I was like, yeah, there goes the race. But it unfroze, and I'm over there in the damn grass, sliding down the grass, and then I hit the inside of the pit wall. I'm like, oh my God, bro. I've been saying it all season since the season started, since I got an 88 car. That 88 car is cursed. I don't know what it is, man, but it brings me bad luck. I never had screen freezes. Tonight was the first time I ever had it like that ever. So I don't know, man. I might have to be switching teams here and go and driving for RCR Nate car instead. But yeah, the car was good. The setup, of course, was fabulous. It was hanging with the fast guys, which is always good. But yeah, man, it's just a tough break for us. But we still finished. Still got a top 10. So I mean, 704 did his thing and laid out the two guys in front of me. So hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. Until I'll take it tomorrow, man.
Yeah, we had some lag in that race. You mentioned that, and I mean, like you said, the 88's just not been good luck for you, and then the 18, he's been lagging regularly. We're seeing a lot of that, Chase. I don't know, you guys there have been having every race. It seems like you can't catch a break. But
hopefully,
I mean, like I said, I wanted to talk to you tonight because you showed some real good speed there towards the end, and I have to say I was pulling for you when I saw you up front.
Yeah, man. The first stage didn't go too good, but the second and then part of the final stage was going real good for me, man. And I was like, yeah, I'm finally gonna get a victory, or at least a top 3, man. But I've been honored to have these extra interviews to get to talk to you guys. But I just want to work, get it for myself, get top 5, like last season. When we were
All right,
going.
that's it. Write it down. No more bullshit. Extra interviews from Chase. If he don't get in the top 5, he don't come in here no more. There you go. Motivation. Now, move your ass.
Motivation.
Let's
Yeah.
Motivation. Hey, that motivation, really worked tonight until the game said, nah, you're going to go to the grass, but it is what it is, man.
I hate that. The game tells me I'm going to the grass all the time. I'm like, no.
I don't know if it's the game, Cole.
Mine tells me I'm going to go in the inside wall. Mine tells me I'm going to go in the inside wall to pit road.
No, that's definitely not. No, that's definitely you. That's definitely you. Don't be trying to pull that on everybody.
It's just like racing in real life. It's not me. It's the car. The car.
It's not me. It's the car.
I don't
my
know
shoulder.
who set this piece of crap up, but it's the car. It ain't me.
It's always got that. It's that left front camber, man. It's like it just pulls to the inside when I go to pit.
Man.
First thing you got to learn, if you're the driver, it's never the driver. Anything and everything else, every other car on the track, every other driver, the car is junk. But I'm telling you right now, it's not me. Okay, I'm just saying.
I will say, where are we at in 2 weeks, party?
I'd have to look.
It's day, I think.
I'll look real
That's
quick.
next week. That's next week.
No, Richmond next week.
Oh, gotcha. Richmond gonna get good.
2 weeks is Talladega.
Okay, so if Chase is down, you'll be seeing another two car. That might be his last race in the 88 if he's switching, but yeah, we're
Why?
Yeah.
Hold on.
They already
No,
got
he
a
said
schedule?
he just said he might be switching in the next couple weeks.
Oh,
I'll make sure we can do it once.
The 88's
There's
cursed.
some
Bad
other
luck.
things
Alex Bowman.
Hey, listen, we have to leave from the 88 and the 5 twin car at least once, okay?
Oh, man.
Then you can leave.
Then you can leave.
But not
Well, speaking of
leaving.
Talladega, tomorrow night, 9:30 Eastern, we got a Talladega race in the Xfinity Series, and then it's on to the trucks on Friday, 10:30 Eastern, and also this week we will have the podcast back, at least for 1 week. We're still working on if we're going to be having some time off
That's
after that. But
up for debate right now. I'm gonna try and do it, but
That's all the
we'll,
interviews?
yeah, on that note, that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
trial scale.
I thought we had one.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, on that note, guys, great race once again. Looking forward to some plate racing tomorrow night, and then yeah, I can't talk here.
Are you
Short track
sure I'm
racing.
not the dumb one here?
Well, I don't know yet.
Well, I'm the dumb
Figure
one.
it out
I'm
here
the
in a
one who
second, I guess.
died, so.
Yeah, true. But yeah, as I said, short track racing Friday night, 10:30 Eastern at Richmond.
Who
That'll
will
fun,
be in the
Great
car
week,
flash?
Great mix. Yeah, it's looking like I might be. Yeah, I haven't 100%
Yeah,
said, but I guess I will be.
I'm not able to run. My shoulder's not going to handle 300 and some laps at freaking Richmond.
Well, it looks like you'll be in the booth then. Yeah.
I'm
There you
sorry,
go.
that's not happening. I was going to
Yeah,
try,
well, no, it
but I
sounds
can't. It's not going to
I'm looking
work.
forward to it then.
My shoulder's too big enough for that.
But yeah, guys, on that note, check us out the rest of the week again. One more time, 9:30 Eastern tomorrow night, 10:30 Eastern Friday, for the rest of the week, and then the podcast this week as well. Check that out on Sunday, and yeah, we hope y'all have a good night, and keep watching and keep enjoying the show, man. It's been great here lately. Thank you to all the admins, as always, to Party for everything he does.
Except for Chase.
Y'all have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night, guys.
Except for Chase. F that guy.